Of Autism Awareness Month, St. Bernard Parish held a community event today to help families take advantage of resources. One of those initiatives is the Help Me Home program. It lets law enforcement better understand the special needs of children in the area. Josh Robertson reports.
Our mission is to provide resources and opportunities for our families here in the community.
Danny Dysart says that growing up in St. Bernard Parish, neighbors are taught to look out for each other.
CDC, 1 in 33 kids will be diagnosed with autism, and it's never been more important for this type of awareness and this type of acceptance.
That's why he helped to start the St. Bernard Autism Awareness Crew, a parish-wide group dedicated to making sure those families with children who have special needs are always in good hands.
It's because, whether it's your own family, somebody in your classroom, or friend, or a coworker, this is something that's going to impact them.
At an event Sunday to honor National Autism Awareness Month, over a dozen organizations came together with food and fun activities to make every resource available for families with special needs children. A couple from Alabama even showed off its state-of-the-art portable calming station. Another partner is the St. Bernard Sheriff's Office, which offers a unique program designed to get deputies more connected with their communities.
The Help Me Home program was something that was done by the Sheriff's Office to provide that information so that if there's a call for service, if there's a missing child, if there's any type of emergency, that information can be provided on the front end to those first responders.
So if they go out in the front yard, before you know it, they're down the street and then onto the next street and then they're lost in the neighborhood. And I think as a parent or a concerned citizen, you can kind of see those signs, but you really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that's when you can reach out to the sheriff's office. They can look up that child's demographics in the system, and then hopefully, if they're in the database, they can reach out to the family member and get them home safe.
Organizers like Melinda Luna says that as a parent of a special needs child, her wish is to simply bring awareness to everyone and build a stronger foundation.
My main goal was to make this an inclusive event.
And that's why they want events like these to be completely open and welcoming to all.
We can't have this event just for families that have individuals with autism, because that defeats the whole purpose of bringing awareness and acceptance to the community.
Josh Robertson, Fox 8, Local First.